that I could live without you. Alright, I didn't stream my other game, but 1 and 2, just won our last game. So start off with so I think we're playing the Pacers this game? Shit, I don't even know. Man, I don't think Tyrese might be my matchup. I don't know if he's listed as a point guard. Look at all my fans, I'm basically. Okay. Gotta get my jump shot get early. Slightly early. Oh yeah, that's great time. Great time. Slightly early. Slightly early. Green time. Early. Yo, these guys need to do a better job. Early. Green.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA.
The undefeated Pacers.
Kevin Harlan. Early on, Greg, the potential.
We gotta end that streak. We better end it real soon. We got our own house coming off the bench. Here we go.
Performance against Philadelphia. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group.
I gotta start a rally.
Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Black comes in for Wagner. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And MP subbed in for Suggs. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's TJ McConnell in for Halliburton. And so in the game for the Pacers, TJ McConnell is out there with
good
Shepard.
Defense.
Then it's Neesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the power forward position. Anthony in the corner. MP sets the screen for Anthony. A three from MP. It's good.
Gets in. Let's go. That's how we start.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
McConnell finds Neesmith. Here's Shepard. Back to Neesmith. Here's Shepard. 5 on the clock. Over Anthony. Shepard, that's good.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
McConnell against MP. Back to Anthony. Fires for three.
Give me that assist.
Good.
Oh, let's
MP
go.
picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Looks excitement on the court.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 5.
Alright, they're going to drain this rest of the quarter out.
From the arc.
Shoot.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got 8 points.
Yeah, I need to try and get it to me.
Right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon to.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Anthony is out there with MP. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Black. And it's Wagner in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic.
Oh, you gotta play that out Black.
Black kicks to Banchero.
That's not
It's
the
rebounded by Neesmith.
lucky shoot.
Pacers leading by 14. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that is accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
To the paint, here's Halliburton.
Halliburton just wide open in the middle.
The foul, a chance for another point at the free
Wide
throw
fouling.
line. It's on Cole Anthony.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wagner. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. Indiana also making some changes. Miles Turner comes in for Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. MP, no good.
Dude, that was not a bad shot selection.
Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
What the hell?
Halliburton against MP.
Oh my gosh,
nice shot by Halliburton.
All right, yeah, I deserve to be subbed off after that.
10.
I deserve that.
Tough
Fair.
points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Magic.
You could tell.
Oh, I'm still in the game.
Hell
yeah.
They enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, they are
I'm
daring him to
Halliburton.
miss, and he obliges.
And he already bullied me once. That's good defense.
Shot. Black grabs the board.
Let's go.
The Magic trail by 17. Banchero up top. And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time. That's it.
Yeah, you better phone, 'cause I was up. All right, I'm not gonna get him for the rest of the half. But you know what? I did pretty good.
So it's Indiana. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hi, everyone. Well, right now for Indiana, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd...
Bro, okay, they're not even that good. Why are they
Now we'll
leaving?
take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Indiana Pacers.
Whoa!
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin,
so
we go
Jalen Suggs is the top performer, so it probably means I won't have a better teammate grade than him.
Well, we've got a second.
Oh yeah.
Checked in for the
I
Magic.
gotta come in.
The
and log
Pacers
in.
also with a sub.
Are they? Sorry.
Neesmith is checked in. And
Alright,
we've
so
got
we're losing by
2K
30.
insider Shams Charania
We
on the
need a
line.
good teammate grade.
Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. On the court for Indiana. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the 5. And a wide open look for Halliburton. The three-pointer off the mark. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day. Because
Dude, I hate that it does this so much.
World. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin.
Okay, so now we got good
Just
ball
keep
handle.
pounding away. Back to you.
Well
Can't mess with
said,
that
David.
heavy.
Dedication to the craft. PA thanks. Neesmith, the pass to Siakam. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and
Let's go.
An incredible journey.
It's a tough play.
Look at the creativity from that young
See,
man.
I just need a fucking ball hog.
With the handle.
I need to go give me like 20 points real
Halliburton
quick.
for three. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his fourth rebound in this one. MP inside. He's covered by Halliburton.
Oh, come on, dude. That should so easily be a man.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Back to Siakam.
Please shoot that.
Pass to Neesmith.
Like, no,
here's Nembhard. He's covered by Suggs.
Dude,
Halliburton for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. MP deciding where to go with it. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He's been a... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Anthony. Black is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's MP. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pass to McConnell.
Holy shit. That's so good.
And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport. And a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question. And it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Okay, so now I got good driving dunk and
here in the fourth quarter.
So, dude, I'm just gonna fucking...
McConnell passes to Toppin. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Cole Anthony. Shepard's checked in for the Pacers. Jackson finds McConnell. Clock at 6. Releases. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. MP against McConnell. Stolen by Jackson.
Oh.
McConnell scanning the floor. Wagner against Jackson.
Oh my gosh,
he's
good
fouled pretty
defense.
hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick
Please
up the
don't
points
take
at
me
the
out.
line. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some...
Fuck, I wanted to shoot some more threes.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them.
Yeah, I
And
got shit on.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight. Rest, recuperate, be ready for tomorrow.
We're 1 and 3.
So we can get some Italian
So they're
beef.
like, shit, we gotta change something, right?
You got that look in your
Gotta get this guy some more minutes. Shit, I didn't even upgrade my player. I got all these teams. Alright, I gotta have a good one right here. What's that every time I shoot? 1, 2, 3.
Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. A reminder, we hope you'll come and join us for our training card day. The first 10,000 fans through the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early in the fan room and get them signed by Betty the Pool and the Love of Pool. If you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming game, visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability. We hope to see you out there at the next home game. We'll both be here for our Lightning giveaway day.
Yep.
Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they head to the... Greetings from 2K Sports. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
Alright, look, this is the game. This is the game where I gotta show out. And I gotta prove I'm the starter for them.
Substitution here for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And MP subbed in for Suggs. And we're going courtside for a report on MP.
Hey guys, well, as you know, MP grew up just outside of Chicago and has a lot of connections to the city, and I asked him what it's like coming home in a different jersey, and he said, it's great to be here. There's no feeling like returning to where you started. I love this place, this community, and these people. He was grinning as he told me he was able to get tickets for most of his old Plainview High teammates.
And Ali, even though he's playing against their beloved Bulls, you can tell a lot of this crowd is rooting for MP as well. So for Orlando right now, they've got Wagner. He's out there with Franz Wagner. MP is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Black in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Black. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
White looking it over. Pass to Smith. Collins with a screen on Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Jones misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's MP. Picked by Carter. MP with it. He's picked up by Jones.
Dude.
Wagner against Herder. Orlando with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And here's MP from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. Kobe White, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
So for Orlando right now, Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Cole Anthony, then it's MP, and it's Black in at the 3. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey, guys. Well, the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. Players who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Free throw no good from MP. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014.
Hey.
And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Herder can't hit. Orlando trailing here. Here's MP. MP
Seriously?
converts on the break.
Oh, excellent hustle by MP. He deserved to be rewarded with the bucket for his effort.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets.
Seriously got him?
Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Jones. Batase's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. Here's Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Smith's got his first basket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Suggs. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Got a piece of it.
Yeah, look at that pick.
Here's Black. Pass to MP. And that misses. That would have put him up. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Back to Smith. Puts up a three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Black. Now MP. Giddey defends. Here's Black. Screen by MP. Jacks up a three. Shot's good by Black. Black's got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Now here's MP. He's closely guarded. Banchero outside. Let's go with a three. No luck on that one. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Smith passes to Giddey. And here is Vucevic. From the arc. That's good from Giddey. On the assist by Vucevic. 9 points in the game.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence. And I'm sure it...
So a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Bulls up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Taking a look here at Chicago, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Kobe White. He's checked in for Chicago. And the Magic making a change here as well. MP's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And here's MP from outside. MP buries the triple.
Nice looking 3-ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Bulls trail by 8. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. The Tadze, and it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. White, good. Now just a 4-point Orlando lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Orlando has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. And here's MP from outside. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Dosunmu on the wing. No good with the triple.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Vucevic with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Giddey passes to Dosunmu. Outside Giddey. Pass to White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
White hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Now here's MP. Gets it off. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the game's still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. 4th quarter on the court for the Magic. Cole Anthony out there with MP. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Black in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Pass to Herter. Now Smith. From deep. Oh, they get a hand on it. From deep, MP knocks down the long J.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the 2nd half.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Wagner.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Here's MP. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Collins a screen. They need this. And it's Giddey with the 3.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Here's MP. Suggs outside. And stolen by Herter. Stolen by MP. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Giddy. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim.
And so it's Orlando picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping with it. Another day, another win. Good work.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in and we know MP came ready to play.
everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and MyCareer are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with MP. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. And for the Cavaliers, at the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Now, here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
MP outside. Wagner outside. Back to MP.
Why would he?
And he banks in the layup.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Now Garland. 23 points his last outing. The wide open shot from Strus. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the Magic with possession. It's a three-point game. Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? In 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. The development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Here's MP following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. The shot's good from Bitadze.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Mobley outside. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Suggs with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
For 3, Mitchell. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
On the wing, MP. Allen defending. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Suggs finds MP. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Strus. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. He's coming off an excellent season. And he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year.
You have to take Garland seriously at the arc. He is a talented shooter.
Bitadze the pass to MP. There's the pick. Bitadze can't hit. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Here's Allen. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Banchero. Jared Allen making his last shot. Banchero dishes to MP. Banchero a screen for Wagner. Buries it from three-point range.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Driving in, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Mitchell in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. MP kicks to Banchero. MP dishes to Suggs. Back to MP. Wagner on the wing. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Wagner's got 6 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. For Cleveland, Max Strus is checked in for Hunter. Mitchell comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Garland in for Sam Merrill. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Mo Wagner. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Cole Anthony. And MP subbed in for Black. Now here's Garland. Pass to Jerome. Strus with it. On the wing, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Orlando leading. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with MP. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively. Talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, Garland. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Jerome. Had to change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in. Garland against MP. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers leading by 4. There's the 3. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Garland's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. A different look now for Cleveland. Allen comes in for Thompson. And it's Mobley in for Hunter. Now, here's MP. 17 points in his last outing. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here's MP. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Wagner, a screen on Garland. The three from MP. Up the live Orlando. And it's Wagner missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Garland, no good. The Magic trail by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
3 points.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Garland, the pass to Strus. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP from deep three-point land. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
Hi, folks.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but...
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half. Had to take a lot out of.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Magic trail by 3. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by MP. Allen, a screen on MP. Back to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
MP against Mitchell. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Now here's Allen. Back to Strus. With some arc, it's blocked.
Wagner so good with his hands, but he's a smart defender, too. Positioned himself well to come away with that block.
Looking to get it going.